What's up, Soul Tribe? Welcome back to another video with me. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that is very personal to me, and it is how I transitioned from Christianity to spirituality, or aka also known as New Age movement. First of all, let me just start off by saying that this video is sponsored by Keen. Keen is a psychic hotline where you can communicate with psychics any time of the day for as low as $1.99. Yes, that's right, $1.99. And what I love about Keen is that these are all trusted psychics who have a reputation, and you can always look at their reviews, and they're always quick to reply. And this is something that I have personally tried out for myself here, which is why I'm so happy, I'm so grateful that Keen sponsored me. So if you're interested, I will leave that link down below in the description box for you guys. So I know that this is something that has been trending on YouTube, New Age to Christianity, or Christianity to New Age. So let me just start off by saying that I started my journey of spirituality about 2.5 years ago. And I was at a point in my life where I was starting to question everything. I was questioning my values, my morals, who or what I believe in. And I was in a really low point in my life, which most people, that once they're in a low point in their life, they turn to religion or spirituality. And for me, it was really confusing because I was raised as a Catholic, and I had a lot of family. I was surrounded by people that were also Catholic, and I just started to question certain things that were in the Bible, and I was like noticing that certain things that I would question, I was getting answers like don't question the Bible, or just don't question God. So I was really in a point where I needed answers, and it seemed like no one could give me the answers that I was looking for. So I decided to turn to spirituality. I decided to turn within, turn towards how I feel, turn towards what I'm feeling and what I need to cope with life. And for those of you that don't really know, I was seeing a therapist around this time, and she's actually the person that introduced me to spirituality through meditation. So just ways to cope with life. She was telling me about how to meditate and how to get through life best way possible, or the best way that I can. So I was kind of in the dark about what my beliefs are about spirituality. I kind of kept that hidden from people for some time now because I had fears of being judged. I had fears that people wouldn't accept me or accept my beliefs. And it's just one part of you, but I also knew that sometimes these belief systems and what you are turning towards, what religion you're in, can either break a relationship or it can make a relationship stronger. So I was at a point where I was going to church, and every time I went to church, I just started to feel like shame or guilt and fear. And what I noticed was that a lot of the times at church, you are taught that if you don't follow by certain rules or regulations or steps, you're going to hell or you will be punished. And it was giving me a lot of anxiety because some rules. I just couldn't understand why they were even rules, or why they were being interpreted a certain way. So I surrounded myself by a community of people that were like-minded, like myself. Luckily, I had certain friends that also were really open-minded when it comes to spirituality. And I had my really close friend that I could talk to these things about and go deep about these things. So I'm so grateful for those people in my life at that time, because they really impacted me in a really amazing way. And not only through friends, but also a community of people on YouTube, the people that I would watch, and just the community when it comes to people that believe the same things, or people that are just open-minded, kind of help me transition. So I would also transition by questioning certain things. I would read over the Bible and I would start to notice that certain things were contradicting itself, and it just didn't make sense to me. It just didn't resonate with me. And I noticed that certain things are perspective. The way that I interpret something would be completely different how another person interprets something, or the priest interprets something. So for me, I was at a place where I had a lot of doubts and a lot of things that I feel like were starting to become very clear to me, that not everything is as it seems. I was really at a point where I would question everything. Everything. When I mean everything, I mean everything. And started to move into tarot, because I always had some experiences in my life that were unexplainable, and I just couldn't understand why I was the way that I am. And I would experience certain things, hear certain things, or see certain things that nobody else would see. And in the Bible, um, mediumship and predicting the future is looked down upon. And for me, I would question it because I was born like this. At a very young age, I would get dreams where I could see into the future, and I just had a bad feeling. So this is where the shame came in, and this is where the guilt came in. And for a long time, I felt alone. And I started to focus on my own relationship, my personal relationship with God, and communicating with God, asking for certain signs to show me that I'm on the right path. And I came to the conclusion that your soul knows where to go. And I will never judge anybody by their beliefs. I will never judge anybody by their religion that they are in, because that's only a small part of that person. Just because I am into spirituality, or I practice different rituals than what you would find in Christianity or in other religions, doesn't make me a bad person. What other people believe in, or what their rituals are, doesn't make them a bad person. And I would get a lot of messages through my journey here on YouTube, starting my channel. A lot of people that would comment on my videos telling me that I'm possessed by the devil, or that I'm going to hell, that I'm so stupid for believing what I believe in. And at this point, I've grown a lot. I had people in my life that would tell me that they believe the same things, or they would be really happy. They would greet me with a big hug when I would come out to them. And I had relationships as well that were struggling because of different point of views. And if you're in the situation that I'm in, where you're struggling transitioning I would just say to you that the best thing you can do is surround yourself by a community of people or friends that have the same point of view as you, and not to argue with people that you can't agree with, because it won't go anywhere. And it just brings negative energy. Sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. And that's the biggest thing that I've learned in my journey, because I'm really headstrong. So when I believe in something, I just want other people to understand it, or I want to get my point across. So when I don't get my point across, it becomes frustrating. But this is now behind me, because I now understand that everybody is entitled to their own truth, and everybody has their own purpose in life. And whether you take a direction that somebody else doesn't agree with, it's your life. And I think that there's a purpose for everything. I think that everything happens for a reason, and my belief in that is so strong that I'm so grateful to be at the place that I am right now, because of how much I've struggled with transitioning to where I am now. And I just want you guys to know that if you're in this position, or you need anybody to talk to reach out to me, because it would have been nice for me to have somebody to talk deeper about things with. So if you're in that same position, feel free to reach out to me, because I'd love to be a support for you, which is the reason why I'm making this video. It's been a crazy ride, but I'm really strong in what I believe, and I'm really strong in my research, what I've done, and what has happened in my life to help me find some clarity while transitioning, because I was really caught between two different things. So when I was transitioning, it's almost like I was rewiring my brain. I was feeling like when I would go to the church, I would notice things are very like theatrical, and I don't know, I just kind of started to realize that it just wasn't for me. Something wasn't vibing for me. Some feeling that I had within myself that it wasn't my community. I do believe that in every religion there are some truths, or there's a common denominator, and I see that, I acknowledge that, but there's other things that I just don't resonate with, or other things that I feel like are happening where people are being brainwashed, and it just gets to a point where I feel very confident in where I am right now. And I know this is like a rambling video. I know I've been rambling a little bit, but this is something that is very personal to me, something that I would get emotional about a lot of the time, sleepless nights even, fears of going to hell, fears of who knows what, I don't know what's going to happen to me when I die. But I know that I'm in this life right now, and the one thing that I can do, and the one thing that I can say, is that through my transition, I am a better person, and I am a happier person as well. I found a lot of peace. I found a lot of happiness. I've released myself from addictions. Anything that makes you a better person is the right way to go, in my opinion. So thank you everybody for watching this video, or if you made it to the very end, I'm so grateful that you got this message. And if you can resonate with me, let me know in the comment section down below. And thank you all again. I love you guys. Bye.